Hello guys, I am live. I'm going to double check though that I'm live. I did not announce it, but so I'm going to wait. I haven't been on a live in a while, so I'm going to wait to see if anybody pops on. And if anybody does, then we will make a card. So let me go to my okay. Yes. Okay, so we are live. I'm going to make sure. Yes. Okay, so we are. Okay, we've got volume, we've got everything. Today is, I don't know what day it is, I'll be honest. January 10th, 2024. I am going to show foiling two ways today. I'm also going to be sharing a stamp set that I designed back in May, but then a lot of things happened and I really wasn't able to promote it like I would have liked to. So, oh, hello, Belinda. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for watching. This will be fun. I don't know how long it's been since I've done a live, so I feel a little bit rusty. So hopefully everything goes well. How are you doing, Belinda? How is your day going? And of course, we're going to wait a few more minutes to see if there's some other people that hop on. Let's see on here. I think I said that we're going to be doing foiling two ways. I'm going to show you two different ways to do foiling, showing one of the stamp sets that I designed for rubberstamps.com. And yeah, it's fun. I need to make some thank you cards. We got a lot of cards when we were going through all that stuff with my daughter, and so I definitely need to be making some thank you cards. Oh, you were sick. That is not fun, Belinda. I am so sorry. Getting over some head cold issues, but it's all good. Well, I'm glad you're on the mend, but that is most definitely not a good time. But I'm glad you're here. It might just be you and I crafting. We'll see. Like I said, this was kind of a surprise. I prepared all day, but I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it, but I'm glad I'm on the live now. So we'll give it a few more minutes and then we'll just get going, even if it's just you and I, Belinda. I am using products today. I always learn. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. We're going to use products today from Simon Says Stamp, Spellbinders, Tailored Expressions, Pink Fresh Studio. We're going to use some Zig Clean Color Real Brush markers. I am going to color a little bit in real time. I need to find out where I put all my stuff because, oh, it's right there. I kind of was moving my desk around a lot to get my camera stuff set up, and it was a little bit crazy. Here, I'm going to show you. Here's one of the cards we're going to make. And then here is another one we're going to make. Usually I'm not one to make ahead, like practice cards. I'm kind of just like, I'll just do it. But I felt like these needed to be practice cards so I can make sure that I was doing everything correctly. Thank you. I liked how they turned out. I like foiling. I don't know. Do you like foiling, Belinda? Do you do any foiling? We're going to do hot foil, and then we're going to do foil with like a stencil paste and the Mink machine. So we're going to do two types of foiling, which I think is super fun because I absolutely love to foil. We're going to wait maybe another 1 to 2 minutes and then we will get started. Oh, thank thank you. So this is Natmar. Sorry, I gotta clean off my computer. Thank you very much. Your stamp set, I have done a little toner foiling, but not heat press. Yeah, Belinda, my stamp set, they were kind of released later in the summer, and we were at the hospital with my daughter, so I was trying to make some cards quick when I could and get them out, so I didn't get to promote them like I wanted to. Hello, Rita. Thank you. You're from Guatemala. That's so fun. I love that you're here tonight. Thank you so much. Okay, well, I think we will get started. So I'm going to flip the cameras around really quick. Let's see here. There we go. Okay, so we're going to make these guys. This one here has hot foiling, and this one is foiling with like a stencil paste and a mink machine. So we're going to start with our background so we can kind of get that stuff done, and then we'll get to some coloring. So let me put these aside really quick and let me grab. So I have two A2 size card bases. These are Neenah 110 pound cardstock. I gotta turn my phone off here because I'm watching myself both ways and that's messing me up. Oops. And then I'm going to turn that off because I know somebody will try calling. Okay, so we are going to do two bases. I already have the other two cards, so we're going to replicate those cards. I'm using some Pink Fresh Studio inks for these cards. I love little mini ink cubes. I don't know about you guys. I mean, I do love full-size ink pads, but I really love mini ink cubes, especially for this little technique that I'm going to do here, which is nothing special, but I think it just really adds it's just a fun, I don't know, I just think it looks fun. So I am using, this pack is Island Oasis, so you get 4 colors in it. I'm using Tidal, Pond, and Aquamarine. And I do have everything listed and linked for you guys in the description if you wanted to get it or whatever, it's in the description. So I'm going to start with the darkest ink, and this is actually going to be the bottom of my card. Hi, Liz. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, so I'm just going to go direct to paper, and I'm a little bit heavier at the bottom to a little bit lighter at the top, and I kind of like when it is not even. So I'm gonna go with that color. Then let's do Aquamarine, and I'm just gonna do a little bit of this, and I'm not gonna go up as high. I just want this to be a little bit. So just the tiniest bit. So there's that one. And then we're going to do a purple one because for my daughter, she loves purple. That was her favorite color. Purple is most definitely not one of my color choices, but I will do it for her. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing. This one is Soul of Provence, and I will be using lavender and soft lilac. So again, let's start with the darker color here. A little bit heavier at the bottom, going up. There is no right or wrong way to do this either. It's just kind of whatever you like. I'm gonna go a little bit darker here. How is everybody else doing? Belinda is getting over a cold. How is everybody else doing? Okay, so there's the soft lilac. Again, I did a little bit less than this one, but again, you could do it however you want. There's no rules. Okie dokie. So I'm gonna show you, first I'm gonna put this guy out of the way. So like I said, we're gonna do hot foiling 2 ways. We're gonna do hot foil and then we're gonna do stenciling, but I want to do the stencil first. I actually have one set aside because I wanted it to dry for a while, but This is Simon Says Stamp Geo Leaves stencil, and I don't know why I love this stencil so much, but I really, really do. Really, really love this stencil. My daughter and I just got COVID for the first time. Are you serious? Oh, that's a bummer, Liz. Are you currently sick or are you on the mend? Okay, I'm going to tilt this because I want, so I'll show you on this one. I want it to come up here and kind of go off to the side. So just kind of a little funky, if that makes sense. Oh, Nikia, my friend, hello, how are you? Yeah, started yesterday. Hopefully meds will help. Oh, you poor thing. I am so sorry. Hopefully it won't be horrible. Hopefully it'll just move through quick. I have to lift up my chair. Okay, I'm going to take this off because I don't want to mess up and get stuff where I don't want it, because we're going to be using this to foil. Nikia, how are you? I'm going to do a little bit right here. Okay, I think we're good. This is Tailored Expressions Glitter Grab. Can you guys see that okay? I feel like my camera's a little bit blurry, but I can't get to see it. Oh, thank you. Hello, Joy. How are you? Thank you, Nikia. Glad to see you guys here. So this is Tailored Expressions Glitter Grab. I have a new camera from above, so if it's a tiny bit off, I'm so sorry, because my webcams were not working. Okay, so this stuff is really thin. I really, really like it. So this, you want this to dry completely before you foil it. So we will use this with the Mink machine, but you can do a really nice thin layer, which will help it dry faster. So I'm just gonna spread just like you do with kind of a stencil paste. But this from Tailored Expressions you can use and add glitter to, and I think you could probably do that with any texture paste, I think. But I want to make sure it's not too thick. My new puppy is helping me feel better. Oh, okay, hold on. Nakia says, doing well, hoping we get some snow. It's cold enough, but no flakes. We have snow here, and it is so cold. I think it was like 3 degrees at the low the other day. New puppy. Okay, Liz, what kind of puppy? Because I have a grand puppy. My oldest son, they just got a cream, what is it called? Oh gosh, my brain. A cream golden retriever, but it's not a golden, it's a cream. A basset hound. Oh my gosh, their ears are so cute. I can't even take it how cute they are. That is darling. Oh my goodness. Do you have a name yet? Okay. Let me peel this up. Hold on. Let me grab. What did I do with my... Oh. Sorry guys if my brain's a little funny. Trying to get it together here. Okay. Let me put this out of the way. Let's peel this up and see what we've got going on. I'm gonna have to run this into my bathroom super quick to wash it off because I don't want any issues. Did you name your dog Gizmo, Liz? Is that what you're saying? Because my Frenchie's name is Gizmo. Maybe you probably remembered that. I've talked about that before. Okay, so we have all those little pieces. I'm going to put this aside. Give me just a minute and I'm going to wash my stencil. Wipe off my, I just spray, if it's on my work surface, I just spray it with water. Okay, I'm gonna go wash this super quick, guys. Hang tight. Okay. Okay, that is done. I'm going to bring over my finished one because it's dry. And it dries very, very clear. Let me get this wiped off. Okay, we've been threatened with snow here in England, but haven't had any yet where I am. Oh, that's cute. Okay. Do you like snow? Nat from England, do you like snow? Are you hoping for snow? Oh, let me move that out of the way. Okay, so here, this is the one that's dried, and so you can kind of see it's very clear, and it's not tacky or anything like that. So, awesome name. My dog's name is Knox, like Fort Knox, because he cards everything. I love it. Okay, let me bring up the ink machine here. We will get this guy foiled. I'm gonna, let's see. Okay. Then I am using some of this foil from Tailored Expressions, but you could use a deco foil, anything like that. I'm gonna turn this on. And I'm gonna go to 5. Nope, maybe not. It's a good job I've got earbuds, and if my family could hear all the talk of puppies, they'd be driving me batty for one. I bet they would. That's really funny. Okay. Let me just trim this foil a little bit. I like this because it has like all the fun sparkles in it. I think it's very, very pretty. So I have my ink machine heating up to 5. Make sure this fits. It is a little bit bigger, but I don't care about trimming it right now because I feel kind of lazy about it, if I'm being honest. Then you have your carrier sheet. My carrier sheet is has so much foil and stuff on it. So you're gonna lay your, if you've not ever done a ink machine, you'll lay your cardstock down, you're gonna lay your foil down, and you will close your carrier sheet. Once this turns green, then we can run it through, and then we will have our foiled background. And hopefully it will foil beautifully like it did earlier. I feel like you could foil something 20 million times in a row and it does good, but then as soon as you're on a live something, it's gonna act funny. So if it does, then I guess we'll just deal with it, huh? Okay, let me see if I've missed anything here. Everyone's so chatty. I love it. Liz, how old is your puppy? I think the little grandpuppy they named her Elsa. She's so cute. She is probably 10, 11 weeks old now. She's super, super cute. This is almost ready. I should have turned it on before, but 3 months. Oh, that's fun. They're so fun. It's almost there, guys. They could be best friends. My granddaughter loves her. My granddaughter is 2.5 and she loves her. But I think she loves my Gizmo more than she loves her own puppy. She always talks about Gizmo. Okay, so, well, I'll show you. Then I have to scoot it forward because I don't have a lot of room in front of me. So you're just going to put it in, and it is so slow. I'm sure most of you guys have seen or used a ink machine. And then it's going to come out of the back here. Oh, hi, Beth. What did you miss? Okay, so I did some stenciling with glitter grab because I'm going to do 2 kinds of foiling. And now oh my gosh, my brain. Let me start over. I stenciled a piece earlier today so that way the glitter grab could dry, and now we're foiling it. And then, so you really haven't missed much. We did do a little bit of inking. I do have another piece that I inked. So I just did some dragging with the little inks, and I can't think of their names right now because my brain is so funny. Yes, TE products, yes. So this foil is from TE too. So not much, Beth. Okay, I'm gonna put this somewhere else because I feel like I'm gonna get myself confused because I have so many samples. This is almost out. I have the largest carrier sheet known to man, so it takes forever. I should just use a little one. Okay, that's done. Let me move this out of the way. Okay, now I do like to, oh, I can see that it's foiled. I can see where it's raised. You want to let it dry. The question, Joy, is the glitter grab similar to the Deco Foil Duo? I'm going to be honest, I've never used any of the Deco Foil pastes, but if it is for stenciling or for foiling, like you can stencil it and then do your foil on it, then yes, it would be like that. So Taylor from Tailored Expressions, she made this glitter grab for glitter and things like that, and then on accident found out that the foil sticks to it. It was kind of funny. Okay, so anyways, what I was saying is that you want to let it dry all the way, because I've been impatient because I am impatient, and I've not let it dry. And if it's still wet underneath, the pressure of the ink machine will squish out your stencil paste and ruin your image. So let it dry all the way. Okay, so I'm going to gently peel back. Ooh, yay. You guys, it's so fun looking. Look at that. I know it's a little bit fuzzy, sorry. Look at how pretty that is. I love it. Okay, all right. So there's that background. We're gonna do our next background with our other foiling. So let me, if you saw my desk right now, you'd be like, oh my gosh, how are you doing anything in that work area? Oh, you know what I was supposed to do? Hold on. I'm special. I have to do the purple ink blending. I'm already forgetting what I'm doing. Okay, hold on. So Beth, now you get to see what I'm supposed to be doing. This is 120 pound cardstock from Simon Says Stamp, and I do like to foil with this. And so I was doing the purple on the wrong thing. So let me just do this really quick. So just the direct to paper, ink pad to paper technique. I'm a little heavier at the bottom, lighter at the top. I'm not going to go all the way up. I do kind of like that. This is Lavender from Pink Fresh Studio, and then Soft Lilac, and I'm just going to come over and do a little bit of this and come down. So I'm just going to go part way up on that. Okay. I knew I had that piece of cardstock set aside for some reason. Okay, let me bring over my Glimmer hot foil, because I did say we were going to foil 2 ways. Let me get it in here. Thank you guys. Yeah, I think that turned out so pretty. I love that stencil. Let's turn this on. We're going to let that get hot. Get that out of the way. I will be using, I think this is called Modern Lines or something. I can't remember. This is from Spellbinders. I absolutely love it. Let me show you what it looks like. This foil right here. Sorry, too close to the camera. This foil right here. It's so pretty. It's one of my favorites. Okay, let's see. I'm missing. Oh, hi Dana. Good evening. My first live with you. Oh, I'm so glad you stopped by. Thank you. Make sure I'm not missing anything else. Thank you guys so much. Okay, so I want my foil to go over the inking. I'm gonna grab some low tack tape, maybe. And I want to make a hinge. So I'm gonna line it up on the side of my cardstock here, and I want to make a hinge. That way, if for some reason you didn't get a good foiled image, you can lay it back down and foil it again. That was on sale a few days ago too. Not sure if it still is. Yes, this is still on sale as of right now. And my stamp set is actually on sale too, which I'll show you here in a little bit. Yes, if you want to grab this, I would grab it. I do have everything listed and linked below. I do have some affiliate links for you guys. It doesn't cost you anything. I'm sure most of you kind of know how that works. It doesn't cost you anything if you use them. I feel like that's crooked. Okay. I'm going to use Aura Foil. Big surprise. If you guys watch me enough, you know this is my favorite. From Spellbinders. It's just very, very pretty. Oh gosh, things are falling everywhere. All right, I'm going to trim this up really quick. I'm glad you mentioned that, Liz, because I forgot. I wanted to say that. I wanted to tell you guys that when I was making my list just a little bit ago, and I absolutely forgot about it. It's your favorite foil too, Beth? Oh, I'm so glad it's not just me. I just think it's so pretty. It's gold, which is my favorite, and then it's got that kind of iridescence to it, which I think is super pretty. Okay, I'm going to line this up. I'm going to make that lined up on the edge there. Oh, come on. These nails won't let me pick anything up. I will trim the excess off while this is getting hot. Okay. Something else I like to do, I mean, it's not completely necessary, but when you, especially when just any of them, I like any of the Glimmer hot foil plates. I do, for the most part, like to tape it down. Not always, but then it doesn't shift and slide and all of that. Hi, Robin. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, so we're going to put that on there. It's still telling me it's trying to get hot. Get my die cut machine over here. Thank you guys again for being on this live with me. I know it's been such a long, long time, and I'm glad to see everybody and some new people on here. That's really, really nice. And I do want to thank everybody for all the cards that people have sent and all the kind words and just the encouragement and the support and everything. It's been very, very helpful, and I'm very appreciative. So thank you guys very much. It's going to take forever to heat up. Sometimes they do, right? Sometimes it just takes a long time. Oh, thank you, Robin. Let's see. Did I miss anything? Nope. I am expecting another grandbaby, and it's a little boy, and he will be here in April. I'm very excited about that. That's kind of fun. A nice, fun thing to look forward to. Gosh, this is taking forever, guys. How many of you guys like to foil? Do all of you like to foil? I know Belinda says she does. What about the rest of you? Oh, there we go. Okay, so we're going to push that little button. It's going to blink for about a minute, and then yes, a little baby boy. And they're so funny. My son and daughter-in-law, they just are struggling with boy names. And I remember that with my youngest son, trying to figure out a boy name. I'm like, I struggled. And the names I liked, my husband didn't like, and all that. Yes, it is, Beth. Oh, good, Dana. I'm so glad you love to foil too. I think it's a lot of fun. We're going to let this finish blinking, and then we can run it through. So again, this is 120 pound cardstock from Simon Says Stamp. I like it because it foils so nicely. Yes, Robin, I know you do. Thank you, Dana. Appreciate that. Am I pronouncing that right? I know some people say Dana. I had a friend named Dana, and then I know that a lot of people say Dana. So hopefully I'm saying that right. Okay, that's done beeping. I'm gonna pull that out of the docking station. I'm going to get my 2 plates. I'm going to run this through. This is a Platinum 6 that I'm using. I do like to go a little bit slow forward and back. Okay, good. I'm so glad. All right. Put you back in here. These things get so hot. Okay. I feel like we got a good foil. Ooh, yes. That foiled so nicely. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, I'm very excited. My little granddaughter is so super cute. So to have another baby, I'm glad. I told them I want them to have at least one more for me. I just have one more. 3's a good number. I said after 2 kids, 3rd one, psh, it's easy. It's not even like having another kid. Okay, I'm going to turn that off. So now we've got our foiled piece here. Get this back in. It's still so hot. Let me just move this out of the way really quick, guys. Okie dokie. So now, here we go. Let's bring this in here. Let me dig my stamp set out of this mess here. Oh my gosh, so many things. Robin, you have that Glimmer plate. It's so pretty, huh? That was a tongue twister. Okay, this is one of my stamp sets through rubberstamps.com. Sorry, things are kind of, I've used it so it's off, but it says happy birthday, you mean the world to me, hey lovely. This is the summer Plumerias. I think they're such pretty flowers. So I did stamp both of these already. There is not coordinating dies to this, but I did use my, oh my gosh, what is it called? Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so sorry. Oh, my brother's Scan and Cut. Geez Louise, my brain is funny. So I used my brother's Scan and Cut to cut it out already. Let me bring up some of these things here. Let me make sure I have everything that I'm supposed to have. Thank you. Okay. And here's one that I've already colored. I did this one, and then we're going to do a pink one. I am using Zig Clean Color Real Brush markers, and I did stamp this with black ink. I did Tailored Expressions Oreo ink, but Honeybee Stamps, Lawn Fawn, Simon Says Stamp, any of those will be watercolor friendly. So I'm gonna put that out of the way. Let me move this stuff over here. Sorry guys, it'll take me a second to get it together. But I did stamp it on watercolor cardstock. So Bristol Smooth watercolor cardstock is what I tend to use. And when I do my Zig Clean Color Real Brush coloring, I'm gonna add a little bit of water to my work surface. I tend to use one color and blend it out to where I have a darker and lighter area. That's just kind of how I like to do it. I am using dark pink and deep green, and then for the yellow one was bright yellow. So let's start here. I use a water brush pen. You guys will probably laugh at me. I never ever fill it up with water because I feel like it gives me too much water. So I always squirt water on my surface, but I think I have it too low. And I just dip it in. So I probably should just use a regular paintbrush, but I don't. Okay. I'm not pretending to be an expert. This is just what I do. This is what works for me. Now, this is a little bit different than doing it with the yellow because the darker the color, obviously there's more pigment in this. So I am just kind of following some of the lines. I don't want to do, if I want this super dark, then I would color a lot of this, but I don't. Hi, Roberta. I'm so glad you're here. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of color. So because this has so much pigment to it, when we blend it out, I kind of do it differently, and when I do it, I'll explain it. But I do it differently than when I do a lighter color, because the lighter color is, there's not as much pigment, obviously. You guys are smart, that makes sense. Okay. So I like to, I dip my brush in the water and I just tap it off a little bit on the paper towel, because I feel like then I have more control over how much water. So I'm gonna just color on top of the existing color to make sure I fill in against all the lines. And then I'm gonna wipe that off, because as you can see, there's a lot of color on there. I'm gonna dip it in water again. Now I'm just gonna kind of grab the edge of the color, and if it gets too dark, I wipe it off and then kind of start over again, because I want this top part of my petal to be light, if that makes sense. So now you see we have the dark and the light area. You're having a hard time hearing me, Roberta? Is everyone else having a hard time hearing me? Is anyone else having a hard time hearing me? And I'll be honest, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to fix that, if I can be honest. I need to play around with Bristol paper. I tried using it the other day and didn't get the results I was looking for. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Okay. Okay, so again, I'm just gonna color on top that was too much water, in place of my color, just to make sure I'm getting that a good whatever. Roberta says, I have a hearing aid in too. I hear fine. I missed a lot. My husband calling. I'll have to go back and watch the earlier parts. Volume is good here. Okay, so Roberta, did you check on the actual like YouTube itself? Sometimes the volume can be down. Everyone else is saying they're hearing me fine, so I can't fix it on my end. I'm so sorry. I have way too much water, guys, on that one. Let's keep blending this. Okay. Grab some of that color again and make it a little bit lighter. But I see a lot of people color with this, with zig markers, and they use a couple colors, and I'm like, I don't know. It doesn't work for me like that. So, not that I have done it, but this way I like better for me. Oh my gosh. Blending that. Let's see. My hubby called too, Belinda. He's getting me meds and oh, yummy. Though he's so forgiving. Yes, that's good that your hubby's getting you some yummy food to make you feel better. It's no fun to not feel good. Okay, so then I'm just going to kind of dip back into this color and color the outside edges here a light pink. Get this around the edge. Gizmo, no whining. I'm gonna let Gizmo in, and if he's loud, I'll let him back out, you guys. Come on. He tends to snore, so we'll see. And snorts, and I'm sorry. I made chili for supper tonight. Yummy, you guys. You are louder. Yeah, I walked away that time. I'm just sitting right under my mic the whole time. Hope you're feeling better soon. I've been stopped up and ears clogged for a few days now. So, Belinda, we've all kind of had that, just kind of weird congestion, just kind of a stuffy nose, but not all the time. And I felt like my ears were clogged. Hi, Sally. Okay, let me get back to coloring. I was just making sure I wasn't missing anything. Oh, my son's calling. Hold on one second, guys. Hey. I'm doing a live right now. Can I call you back? Hold on. Okay, say hi live.
Hi live.
Okay, I'll call you back in a little bit. I love you. Bye. That was my oldest son. Hopefully you heard him say hi live. Okay, let's add the color. It's definitely going around. Okay. Sorry, that's my dog. That's Gizmo. Makes so many noises. It's a little bit silly. Okay, let's do this really quick. Yes, Happy New Year, everybody. Okay, blending that color out a little. That's too much water. See, this is why I don't put water in my water brush pen, because I feel like when I squeeze it, it just all comes flooding out, and then it's not good. Excuse me. Okay. Did everybody have a nice Christmas, nice holiday? Nice New Year's. Let's see. Okay, still the same, but the ad was super loud. There was an ad? It's the blender markers that, you know, Beth, I have not used the blender markers. I don't even have one that go with the zigs. I've never ever tried it. I just have kind of done it with water. Have you used it? And if so, do you like it? Like, is it better than the water? Okay, I'm gonna get a little bit of this and go light pink on those little areas here. If there's any ads in the middle of this live, I'm so sorry, because I said to not put ads in it. So if there was, I'm so sorry. Was an ad at the beginning or in the middle? If it's in the middle, that's going to make me mad. I never had an issue with having to deal with ads before in the lives. And YouTube's changed, you know, quite a few things. I mean, ads are how we get paid, but the middle, are you serious, you guys? I am so sorry. I will check that again, because I opted out of that, I thought. Maybe I need to, well, you know what? You know what I bet happened? Because when my husband and I were playing around with it, oh, let me add one here. On the weekend, I was trying to get my new camera set up and everything. We saw that and I turned it off, but I didn't check it this time, so maybe that's why. So I apologize. That's frustrating. So I think I have to change that every time. I almost wonder if I can go in and change that right now. Hold on one second. No, I'm not going to mess with it, because watch, I'll turn us off. But I apologize, you guys. Wondering if your mic input got turned down. You are usually loud. The ad is when you first logged into YouTube. It isn't you, Joy. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't matter on the ads, it helps you. Yes, it does. Thank you, Roberta. But still, it's kind of lame in the middle of a live. Add a little bit more water here. Okay, did people, so let's see. I asked a question. I have to pay attention now. We did have a nice holiday. Didn't make or bake it. I made Italian crepe paper flowers from, oh, that's fun. Quiet holidays this year. Was in Maui the first week of December. That sounds really nice too, Sally. Everybody's live have ads these days. Oh. Yeah, they definitely changed that for sure. Do you hear my dog snoring? He's so funny. Are you guys having anything yummy for dinner? You know I like to ask what everyone's eating because I'm nosy that way. I did not make us any food. Might be a new feature. Yeah, maybe it used to not be that way. You don't get ads. If you have premium YouTube. Yeah, if you have premium, yeah, you don't get ads. That is true. Yeah, if you do premium, you don't get ads for sure. Okay, we got a couple more buds and then we'll do the greenery. Thanks for hanging in here with me, you guys. We're doing pretty good on time. Oh, got pink on my green leaf. Or it's supposed to be green. Gizmo, it's loud. Okay, well, you guys are very sweet. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Asian stir fry with soy curls and rice. Oh, that sounds yummy. Oh, thank you, Roberta. I have not made anything for dinner. I had a freezer lasagna from someone that, you know, my daughter passing, someone brought us a freezer lasagna and we just never ate it. And then my sister-in-law had surgery today, so I put that in the oven for her and just I'm like, I'll eat some cereal for dinner. So that's probably what we'll have. Cereal or like peanut butter toast or something. You didn't cook tonight either, Nakia? Yeah, I feel ya. I'm fixing to eat chicken, enchilada soup over a baked potato. Oh, chicken enchilada soup. There we go. That sounds so good. Thank you, Joy. This is making me feel better. I'm so glad, Liz. I'm so sorry you don't feel good. Just get YouTube Premium to avoid ads. That probably is true, Robin, because the ads have definitely increased. But it is funny because when we're watching YouTube and my husband or my younger son complains about YouTube ads, I'm like, it's how they get paid. I'm like, just watch them. Just deal with it. Okay, let's get this last little pink guy. And it's taking me forever to color because I'm chatting with you guys. So I'm going to try to do 2 lives a month right now. I don't think I could handle doing more than that, but that's what I'm going to try to do because I definitely have missed that. Okay, let me wipe this up and we're going to do the green. It's delicious. Can I ask what your daughter's name is? Yes, her name is Jordan. You can ask. You guys can ask anything actually if you want. I'm an open book. If I'm being really honest, I don't hide much. But her name is Jordan. She's a super sweet girl, and yeah. Okay, so this is deep green, and I'm just kind of doing the same thing, just adding some darker areas. And I find you can kind of be a little bit messy with this, which is, you know, so different than like your alcohol ink markers or whatever. So let's blend that and cover up that red that I colored on there, or that pink, I mean. Oh, Roberta, that's me. We're going to have a new grandson in April. We have our granddaughter, and we're going to have a grandson in April. Okay, so there's some like white areas in here that I don't love that they're just white. So I'm going to do some really light green in there, except for I dipped it in the pink. That was lovely. And just kind of fill in, like there's a bunch of greenery back there, you know, if that kind of makes sense. What paper are you using? For this, I am using Bristol Smooth Watercolor Cardstock. Sally. Yes. Oh, we don't have any birthdays in April, Roberta. Belinda, your strength has been an inspiration. It doesn't compare to your loss, but I lost my mom in July. I am so sorry, Belinda. That's so hard. I appreciate you saying that. I'll be honest, I don't feel strong at all. I feel like every day is I'm just hanging on. But you just got to get up and go. So I'm just adding a little bit of green here. Okay. Let me blend this. Now, when I used my Brother Scan and Cut, I'm special because I set it to have a little white edge, and then I messed up something and I had to go back out, and then I forgot to set it to a little white edge, so it literally cut like on the black line. Normally this, I would have cut this with, you know how regular die cuts have that little white edge. I would have normally done that. But apparently I was struggling. Okay, so let me blend that light green in here. Just because I don't want it to be so stark white. Oh, a little bit more over here. And then we can kind of get these cards together. Okay, let's see. Hope talking about your grief journey helps you, Joy. Yes, Roberta, it is helping. Do you like your Brother Scan and Cut? I do, Robin. I think I've used it all of 3 times, but yes, I do, because I hate fussy cutting anything, and I will avoid probably using certain stamps if I can, because I don't want to fussy cut it. I'm kind of that way. So I do love it. I think it's worth it. Roberta, yes, thank you. Okay, Liz. Belinda, what'd you say? Okay, sorry guys, I'm reading. Sally hugs everyone who has lost a family. My sister passed last year. Oh, Sally, I am so sorry. I am so very sorry. I'm so very sorry to everybody. I'm giving you guys big hugs. Please know I'm giving you big hugs right now. Okay, so I'm going to do the pink on purple. We're going to do the green on the turquoise. And I've got water right here. I am using Simply Thank You die from Simon Says Stamp. Fussy cutting is not my jam. I'm going to try to avoid it if I can. Yeah. So this has a shadow piece. I tend to not usually use the shadow piece, so I'm not using that on the die. I am... I am just using the sentiments themselves. Let me just pop out these little pieces. Oops. I die cut this from Ebony Cardstock. I thought just like a pop of black would look nice. My goodness. I'm going to tell you guys something absolutely crazy. It's thankfully my daughter had insurance. She was in the ICU for 3.5 months, and where's my tweezers? She was in one hospital for 1 month, and then we moved to another hospital 3 hours away for the other 2.5 months. Okay, really quick. I'm gonna glue. I die cut 3 of these each for the thank and the you. I know it's black, so it's hard to see on my black background. I apologize. But I'm gonna glue these together to make a thicker sentiment. I like to do that. It kind of feels a little bit like a chipboard. Let me see what I'm missing here. The mine was in reference to April. I enjoy my place loves your Jaws Shark Week shirt. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. So anyways, my daughter was life flighted twice, once in a helicopter. She was in an ambulance a couple times. She was in an airplane life flighted. So the first hospital that she was in for a month, when we got the bills, that's why I'm saying I'm so thankful she had insurance. The bill there was almost $500,000 for that month because she was in the ICU. And I called today because we haven't received any statements from the other hospital that she was in. And they said they're still going back and forth with the insurance company, and that if there was anything unpaid, I think the hospital writes it off when somebody passes. But they said, I said, how much? I said, do you know how much the total bill was? And the lady on the phone said, yeah, I just didn't want to say anything. And I said, okay, you know, how much was it? It was $2,038,600 and something for that hospital for 2.5 months being in the ICU. I mean, she had some surgeries and a VNS and things like that put in, but is that crazy? Is that just the most wild thing? I mean, she was on so many meds and just, I mean, she had so many doctors, but is that, so $2.5 million, I mean, it was all worth it, even though, you know, the outcome was what it was, but I was like, holy mackerel, that is crazy. You just don't, you know, and the lady on the phone was really kind of funny. She couldn't even say how much it was. She was like, she goes, I don't even know how to pronounce that number. That's rich people's problems, which I thought was kind of funny. Okay, let's put these cards together. So I have to look at my other one so I can see how I did it. If you don't mind me asking, did this come out of nowhere? She had epilepsy. She was diagnosed at 15 with a specific type of epilepsy, like a juvenile type of epilepsy, and it's supposed to be like an easy type of epilepsy, to deal with. But medicines just didn't ever, like, she had it worse, and medicines just didn't ever work like they should. Like, she was weirdly, she was super sensitive to everything. Like, she would get the side effects, and then, but this did come out of nowhere. Just all of a sudden, like, something just was kind of weird. She was having a type of, wrong scissors, kind of a seizure that just, I'm like, that's new. Like a little, I don't know, it was like ticking, like her head was like ticked to the left. And then she went into having what's called status, where you have the seizures and they don't stop. So they had to do like multiple medical induced comas to try to calm her brain down. When they moved her to the other hospital, it was the same doctors. When we were down in one hospital, it was the same neurologist. They just kind of video conferenced with us. I'm adding foam tape behind my images because you guys know I like that. And so it was the same doctors when we moved up there, but they were a better hospital for her situation. It was a neuro ICU. And so, yeah, that was surprising. That came out of nowhere. But they did a brain biopsy, and they found these things called cortical dysplasia cells. And they cause status. She was born with them. So essentially she had two types of epilepsy, but it would make sense as to why medicines weren't working for her, why she started getting worse, why, like, she always felt like her head felt excited, and just a lot of things. So it wasn't like that, but it wasn't good, but it wasn't to that degree at all. That had never ever happened before. So okay, let me see if that, I hope that answers your question. Roberta, they said that, this is what the lady at the hospital said, that usually if someone passes away, the hospitals will write off the bill, but I think they're trying to get what they can from the insurance company, of course, and I would assume that the rest of it they will write off. Okay, Nat, oh my goodness, I cannot get my head around the finances and insurance companies over there. We're so very lucky to have here in the, yeah. Well, I will say that she had good insurance, because the first bill that was almost $500,000, they only sent us a $50 bill for that. So that was not bad. Oh, you know what? I have to trim these down really quick before I start gluing things. Okay. Make sure you get it in writing. Oh, for sure, Roberta, for sure. Okay, let me trim this down. I'm going to trim it down about 1/4 of an inch on all sides. Top here. because I do like to have a little bit of a frame. Sounds so hard. I'm so sorry your family went through it. So I missed the beginning. Did you swipe purple ink on the cardstock? Yes, I did. Robin, I absolutely did. Like ink to, like the ink pad to the paper. Yeah, it's hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's hard. Okay, so again, I'm gonna trim. I'm just gonna trim a lot off of this side, and then I'm gonna trim a little bit off the bottom and a little bit off the top. That way. I did already cut my. I do want to add a black mat behind this. Okay, so now we've got these guys. I already took the sticky off of this. Let me line this guy up here. I'm gonna put that down. There's me so much seeing how insurance have much more control over medications and procedures that are obviously required, but then they refuse them. Yeah. Oh, sweet Marisha. Hello, friend. So the ads are craft related and we can skip them before we couldn't. That is true, Roberta. Belinda. Yes. Okay. Yeah, at one point the insurance, when she was in the ICU, she had a moment of not being in status, although her foot was just nonstop. I call it ticking, so it was just nonstop ticking, which means she was having seizure activity. But they tried saying she doesn't need to be in the ICU anymore. She can't walk, she can't swallow, she can't talk, she can't you know what I mean? Any of those things, so. Oh, sorry. No barking. Sorry. Gizmo's trying to guard the house. Okay, so we've got these glued down. I'm just following my stuff over here. Let's add our sentiments. We're almost done, guys. Thanks for hanging in with me. Okay, let's see. So again, I love the pop of black, but if that's not something, obviously you could use, like, I think a gold mirror cardstock would be fun because of course you have this, or even like a light gray cardstock would be really pretty. I'm gonna lay those out there. Okay, let me get let me find my tweezers maybe. Oh, right in front of my face. You may have said it and I missed it. Is this stamp set not available anymore? It is. It is. I have it linked below. It's at rubberstamps.com. And it is on sale too, actually, right now. I think it's on sale for $10. So I think it's like $3 off. Okay. I'm going to add some liquid glue behind. Do you guys like having like chunky sentiments like this? Or dimension on a stamp sentiment? Do you guys like that kind of thing? Because I love it. Okay, let me make sure this is straight. Thank you, Joy. Good job, Gizmo. Yeah. Yeah, I like the pop of black. Gonna check out the replay. Thank you. Thank you, friend. Thank you, Liz. Thank you, Nakia. Okay. Add some more here. Yeah. I think the one good thing about this for lining up straight, I mean, as long as you get your top sentiment straight, this one will be straight because you can line it up here. If that makes, oh geez, I'm struggling. Let's push that down. Okay, there's that one. Let's do this one. I love reverse tweezers. Okay, yes, I think it sets a card apart from the store-bought. I really like the cards that you're creating. Thank you, Dana. I appreciate it. Just love it. I like the thick sentiments, makes them more important. Yeah, I love dimension. Oh, hi, Brianne. Thank you for being here. Have you tried the new glue press? If so, I have not. What is that? I feel like I may have heard of it, but I don't know. let me know what that is, you guys, because that sounds fancy and fun. Let me get this. The gun thing that my Sweet Petunia released. No, I have not. Has anyone else seen or played with this? The glue press is, yes, okay. I'm gonna have to look that up. I feel like I'm never in the loop of anything. I feel like you guys are telling me things all the time to like, you should have this, you should try this. Apparatus that turns your liquid glue. Oh, yes, I have seen that. Yes, I have. I have seen that. I guess that would probably be good for people that maybe have arthritis, or maybe your grip strength isn't. I bet you anything that would probably help with that. But maybe not. I mean, I don't know. Okay, let me find my things here. So I have, because I like to have a little mat usually. I'm going to put it over here so you can see better. So let's adhere this down. That is pretty cool. Kidding me right now? I just ran out of adhesive. Hold on. I'm so sorry. Thankfully, I have more. That you can use whatever glue you like too. They give you an empty container for that. Oh, that's really awesome. Get this open. Okay, just add a little bit there. Okay. Okay, there's one. We're almost done, guys. I just have to finish up a little bit of something extra on one of these. You can get a really fine glue line. Okay, that is really kind of cool. Yeah, I do remember seeing something briefly now that you guys are talking about it being kind of like a glue gun. Okay. Let me get my card bases here, and then we can see what that frame looks like around it. I love how just the wee pop of color behind the foiling brings so much extra to them both. Oh, thank you so much, Nat. Yeah, I just thought a little bit of color, and I don't know, I really like, I don't do it that often, and I forget how much I like it, taking the ink pad to the paper directly. It's really nice. Okay, I have ink on my fingers. Let's put this one on, and then let's finish off. Oh, gosh. You know what I love, Nat? I love how English people say we. I love it. It's one of my favorite things ever. I know that probably sounds stupid and silly, but I do. Okay, let's finish. I didn't put any sequins on this one because I felt like this foil is really in your face in a good way, so I don't want to add anything extra, but I am gonna add one of my favorite things, the Gold Fever confetti from Studio Katya. And I like this just as much as I love the Aura foil because it's kind of that same concept. Oh, my glue is dripping. Of it's got a little bit of like that iridescence to it. Oh, hi Deborah. I'm kind of finishing, but I'm glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here. You'll just kind of have to probably watch the replay. Let me see what I did over here. I'm just going to copy these other cards. What I love about this is a bent one. Hold on. I love sequins that are different sizes. What do you guys care, or do you like them when they're all the same size? I love mine absolutely different sizes. Thank you, Sally. Thank you, Liz. I appreciate you so much. You guys are so sweet. Thank you, Robin. Okay, let's put this here. That was way too much glue. Oh my goodness. And you could always add more details to the flowers if you wanted. I mean, you know, everyone loves their themes. Okay, so these guys are done. Bring the other two that I did earlier. So now I've got some thank you cards because I've got a lot of people to send thank you cards to. Oh, let's see. I like different size bling, makes it more interesting. Yes, Sally, I'm so there with you. Yes, Liz, I love it. So here are these cards. I think they were fun to make. I love that there was foiling. I love foil. I just think it's so much fun. But two different kinds of foiling with the Glimmer hot foil machine and with like stencil paste and the Mink machine. Okay, I'm gonna turn me around. Give me just a second here. Let's see. Turn that on. Turn that on. Okay. Hi, everybody. Okay, thank you, Dana. So yeah, these cards are done. I love them. I think they turned out super, super good. Oh, there we go. Now you can see. Very pretty. You should have more thumbs up soon because watching you is relaxing. Oh, thank you, Brienne. You're so sweet. You fit a lot of techniques into those cards. Thank you, Belinda. I was trying to make it interesting. Like I said earlier, I'm going to try to do, oh, sorry, I'm shaking the camera. I'm going to try to do 2 lives a month right now. I feel like I can do that. So it'll probably be every other week or whatever. So I appreciate you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for all of your support with everything. I really appreciate you. I hope you guys have a really awesome night. Big hugs to everybody, especially everyone who are going through really, really hard things right now. And yeah, I appreciate you guys. So I will plan on doing another live, not next Wednesday, but the Wednesday after. That's my plan. As long as I can move through my day, then I will do a live, if that makes sense. It's great to see how it all integrates together. Thank you. Thank you, Robin. I'm going to watch the replay. That sounds great, Deborah. Yeah, you'll be able to see everything that we did. That's going to be awesome. Okay, guys. Well, you guys have a great night, a great rest of your week, and I will have other videos up on my channel, and then I will see you guys in a couple weeks for another live. So thank you guys again. Big hugs, and have a good night. Bye.